Okay guys, we are going to make a corner to corner blanket. Are you ready? Are you excited? This is going to be a 51 by 51 inch corner to corner blanket. You can make it larger, you can make it smaller, depends on how many rows you do. So for this one we are going to do basically around 57 rows. For my tutorial here, I'm just going to do just a few rows, and you will just pause the video and keep going. So I'm going to teach you how to increase the rows, and then you start your decrease rows. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this beautiful blanket. Okay, so we are using a J 6.0 millimeter crochet hook, and for this certain one, I am using Red Heart Super Saver Ombre, 482 yards. For the 51 by 51, I used 4 skeins of this. And this is 100% acrylic, a medium 4-weight yarn. And the color is Scuba. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started on this tutorial. Okay, so we are going to start with a slip knot. You just wrap the yarn around your finger, pull the loop off your finger. So you're going to take the long strand of working yarn there, pull a loop up, insert your hook, pull to tighten it, and you're going to work with this long strand. So we are going to chain 6. So just yarn over and pull through. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so to start our first row here, we are going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. In this 4th chain, we're going to double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. So we're going to double crochet in the next chain. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. And we're going to double crochet in this last chain. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, so you now have 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and then this chain 3 right here is a double crochet. Okay, so to start row 2, we are going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is going to be our increase row. So turn your work. We're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, insert your hook in the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And you're going to make a double crochet in the next chain. Okay, you have 1 chain left. So double crochet in that last chain. Okay, so it looks like this. Maybe a little confusing looking to you. So in between that chain 3 and that double crochet, you're going to insert your hook and make a slip stitch. So just insert your hook like this, grab the yarn, pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook. So now it looks like that. So chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. You made, that represents a double crochet. You're going to make 3 more double crochets in between the chain 3 space and the double crochet. 3 more double crochets. That's 1. We're still working in that space. 2, and 1 more. And 3. So every little square is going to have 4 double crochets. One will be a chain 3, and then the other 3 will be double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now let's increase. Now the next row, so you start out with 1 and then 2. The next one will have 3, and then the next one will have 4. So let's chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Turn our work, and we're going to work in this chain right here. We're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a double crochet in the next 2 chains. And double crochet in that last chain. Okay, so now you're going to slip stitch in this space right here. That's your chain 3, in between the chain 3 and the double crochet, because you're going to connect. So just insert your hook in there, grab the yarn, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. All right, so now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And you may at this point think there's no way I'm going to remember that, but I'm here to tell you, each row that you do, it gets quicker and quicker. And you will realize that you're actually doing this without even thinking. You're just doing it. You can watch TV, talk to people. It's just when you do it for the very first time, it just seems intimidating. But I want to tell everyone that's learning this, that's watching this video, that you can do this. You just take your time, watch the video, and get the basic few rows down, and then it will just become second nature to you. So you did your chain 3. Let's do 3 double crochets in that same space. There's 1. 2. And 3. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to slip stitch in that between the chain 3 and the double crochet. So insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. And we're going to do it one more time. 1, 2, and 3 chains. 3 double crochets in that same spot or same space. There's 1, 2, and 3. So see, you have 1, 2, and then 3. All right, so now you're going to increase. So you're going to start your next row. So chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn your work, and you're going to work down the chain, and you're going to have 4 of these squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Work a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. Double crochet in the next 2 chains. Okay, so now you've got to connect that. So you're going to connect it right here in between the chain 3 and the double crochet. So just insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull through the loop on your hook. So chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same chain space. It's 1, 2, and 3. And once again, you're going to connect right here. So insert your hook in that chain, in between the chain 3 and double crochet space. Slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same chain space. 1. Sometimes I fold that down so my hook doesn't catch it. 2, and 3. And once again, we're going to attach those, we're going to slip stitch in that space chain between the chain 3 and the double crochet. Now chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same chain space. 1, 2, and 3. So our next one will have 5, and it just keeps increasing. And you do that to your desired length. Okay, I'm going to do this one more time, and then we're going to start on our decrease rows. So chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Turn our work. We're going to work along the chain right here. Work a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 1 double crochet in the next 2 chains. There we go. Now we've got to connect that, so we're going to slip stitch in between the chain 3 and the double crochet. There we go. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same space. 1, 2, and 3. Once again, we're going to slip stitch in the space between the chain 3 and the double crochet. Make a slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same space. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we're going to connect this one. So we're going to slip stitch in between that chain 3 and double crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same space. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, our last one, we're going to slip stitch in the space between the chain 3 and the double crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same space. 1, 2, and 3. So now you have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's how you count your rows. How many rows you've done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you can pause this. Okay, you will need to do this for at least 57 rows. And once you get that done, then we're going to start our decrease rows. So how we're going to do that is we're going to turn our work, and we're going to work in between these stitches right here to get to this side. We need to be on this side. So we're right here, and just turn your work, and we're going to slip stitch our way over. So just slip stitch in between, slip stitch in between the next one, slip stitch in between the next one. Decrease rows are a lot easier. Now you just start with chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to have 3 double crochets in that same chain space right here, or that same space. 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So you have a total of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to connect them just like we've been doing. We're going to slip stitch between the chain 3 and the double crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we're going to put 3 double crochets in that same space. That's 1, 2, and 3. And we're still working our way across, so we got to connect those. So we're going to slip stitch into the chain 3 and the double crochet, and we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same space, 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to connect those. So we're going to slip stitch in that between the chain 3 and the double crochet, make a slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. So a decrease row goes a lot quicker. 3 double crochets in that same space. 1, 2, and 3. It's a lot quicker because you don't have to chain 6 and work down the chain. Okay, so we're going to connect this. So we're going to slip stitch between the chain 3 and the double crochet. Okay, so instead of making it bigger, remember we're decreasing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, because remember we're going down. Turn your work, and we're going to slip stitch down to get to this end. Okay, so you remember like I did on the other one, you slip stitch in between the stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4. When you had 5, now you got 4. The next one you're going to have 3, then 2, and then 1. So chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same chain space, or that same space there between the double crochet and the chain 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Once again, we're going to slip stitch between the chain 3 and double crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same space. You see how easy this is? If you're doing a very small project like this, it's not going to be necessarily easy to remember it. But if you're doing something like a blanket, the more you do it, each row, you get to where it becomes second nature to you. But working on something small, it may take you a little longer to remember exactly what you do next. But if you're working on a bigger project, it just becomes second nature. Okay, so slip stitch into between the chain 3 and the double crochet, and chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And when I'm working on this project like this, I find myself that the reason I can talk and do all these things is because you're just counting 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. All right, so slip stitch into between the chain 3 and the double crochet, slip stitch, turn your work. You're going to slip stitch your way across between the double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now you have 3, 1, 2, 3. See, it's beginning to look like a square. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And remember, we are on the decrease rows. So 3 double crochets in the same space. It's 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch between the chain 3 and the double crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same space. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we're going to connect. We're going to make a slip stitch, and we're at the end of the row. So we're going to turn our work. We're going to slip stitch between the double crochets. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we got our last one. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets in that same space. There's 1, 2, and 3. And as we connect, you're going to slip stitch between the chain 3 and double crochet. As you can see, you've now made a square. So then you're just going to fasten this off. And you can take and pull the yarn through. And then you just weave that in with your yarn needle. And there you are. It's that easy. The more rows you do, the easier it gets. Okay, so have fun with this. Make your beautiful blanket, any colors. And I've done this with DK weight. It's beautiful with DK weight. I've done it with 4 weight, and I've done it with 5 bulky. And no matter what I've done it with, corner to corner, always comes out very nice. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.